I wonder if you could talk about, once all this character art and backgrounds are starting to be created, what role does the storyboard play?
So the storyboard artist is basically visualizing the script, and they're setting up like, okay, what are we looking at? Where are we going to see at this point in the story? And these were thumbnail sketches by our storyboard artist. This is the initial stage of any storyboard comic, whether live action or animated. It's just, okay, here's the shot, here's where the characters are going to be, and then here's the next shot. And she did an amazing job on these. And so what she would send me, I would send her the script. I would also send her the audio file so she could hear all the actors, how they were doing their performance, you know. So she could hear all the inflections and how the characters are going to act. And then she sent me these thumbnails, and so her work is all in purple, and then my notes are all in yellow. So in a lot of these cases, I said, okay, this is working great. Let's see. I think some of these notes are really hard to read, but I would go over them. I would do like a video call with her. I'll do these visual kind of storyboard note sessions with my classmates, because I feel like that's the best way to kind of get across that information. Like, hey, this is working. This isn't working. Let's do this. And I can just draw it in front of them and just draw some quick little dashes, draw some quick little lines, and then she would come back with then a fully cleaned up storyboard that looked gorgeous and was exactly what I wanted to see.
And at that point in the production, the scenes are each individually being starting to be finalized, along with the soundtrack that's already semi-final.
Yep, it's all these different points of light are now coming together slowly, and we're wrangling all the different processes. But at this point, yeah, like backgrounds were being painted, characters were being produced, and storyboards were being done. It's that spinning plate metaphor.
We have an awesome example that you created, Bill, to show how an animatic is starts to be turned into into animation. So if we'd like to look at this now, and then maybe have you discuss how it works.
B-G-B. Fabulousness is my destiny. Bye, girl, bye. This realness got me feeling so alive. They be dishing out tea, but they can only rest on pretty. Unlike me, who owns everything. Bye, girl, bye. I'll say it one more time and I won't apologize. Bye, girl, bye. I'll be in here as strong while you just move along. B-G-B. You're killing this move ferociously. Bye.
That's a fantastic teaching example that starts off with still, and then key poses, and then it starts to become animated. Then you're also showing, I think, compositing and the things that happen in post-production. Can you talk us through how that's made?
So yeah, that's all the process right there. You start off with the storyboards, you go through animation, and yeah, and post-production, that is a whole other world, right? Getting all edited together.
Yeah, and the template. So the template of the animatic sort of stays until it gets replaced by something that's polished.
Right. Yeah, that animatic. So funny enough, the final song numbers, we had most of the film animated at that point, but the way the production worked, we didn't have the song numbers in until like the very end. At this point in the film, we just had placeholders for the musical numbers. But because we didn't have final songs for them, we didn't want to storyboard anything unless we had the final song. So when the final songs finally got done and recorded, we sent them off to Taryn, and I worked on them. We got them storyboarded, and then it made the animator's job so much easier. And so we were able to get these, because we were down to a crunch at that point. We're like, we got to get these songs in because we need to have a version of the film done, because we had film festivals, we had all these things that were coming up.